Hi guys.
Hey guys, welcome. We're back to fucking
Video.
filming it. We talked for way too long about how do we sit.
Yeah, I hope you like this. I hope you. This was the best option. When we switched seats, though, it was very funny size wise.
Dude. Well, because I was not there. I was there.
Yeah.
And
This one also sinks.
This one sinks. That one raises.
I looked.
And so
I looked puny. I looked puny, dude.
And then it's in reality, you're much taller than me.
Yeah, but not virtually.
No, virtually, I'm much taller.
And I was like, I'll quit if we don't get that across. if they think I'm shorter than you, I
know
quit.
you made that very clear.
Yeah, dude. We had a whole attack before this. We got into it.
We did fight.
Dude, I was reading when you were setting up the camera, I was reading your Flanagan's Cup.
Yeah.
And it says South Florida since 1959. And obviously that's referring to the chain restaurant. But for a second, I thought they were saying they've had South Florida since 1950. Like, that's when it started.
That's when
that's when South Florida started.
Before it was just central and north.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it was like
but then,
sunken and then it evened out.
Yeah, exactly. But in the 60s, it just came up.
Yeah, shout out Flanagan's.
What is it? It's like it's a bar, right?
It's a bar restaurant that like is just like it's like a big popular chain all over Florida.
What's their famous thing?
They have really good nachos. They have these things called like tumbleweeds, which are like a bunch of really skinny onions that are fried and they come in a big pile and you like dip them in like a honey mustard.
Oh, that's right up my alley.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love it.
That sounds so good.
We will 1,000% go to Flanagan's.
Get a tumbleweed? That is the alley. Oh, that sounds so good. Well, you kind of like food porn me with Florida.
Dude, I know. I'm getting you hyped. And I've been seeing stuff on Instagram for parts of Florida that I've never been to where I'm like saving that. We got to go there. There's like a place in St. Pete that has like it's like a smoked fish place where it's like I'll show you it. It's not. It sounds awesome.
I mean, you know that we've been doing smoked fish bonanza over here.
I know, but it's different.
What's different about it? Or should I not know?
Yeah, well, it's not lox. It's like
okay.
You'll see.
All right.
I'll show you the video.
Is there anywhere in Florida that you haven't been that you want to go? Like, is there like a city? Like, have you been to most of Florida, would you say?
I honestly have, like, not really been up in the Panhandle.
Okay.
Which is, like...
nowhere near where we're planning on being, right? Because the Panhandle is east. Or, west. Excuse me, west. Yeah.
Yeah. It's, like... And then I don't know if there's even much happening over there.
Okay.
It's, like, Pensacola. That's, like, a big kind of party, like, spring break sort of area. But, no, I've really never... I've driven through it, like, once. But I mostly stick to the main flap.
Right.
In the south, yeah.
Because Jacksonville, where we're planning on starting, is northwest, right?
Northeast.
I keep mixing up west and east.
Yeah. Because to you, the beach is west.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Well, you said Pensacola is a big spring break. Do they not have a beach over there? Is there no beach in the Panhandle?
They got the Gulf.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
It's good to be back.
You rocking the pink jersey.
Dude, Brian Elbrick. I'm a fan of. I got into the Premier League. I guess around World Cup time. I was having a lot of fun.
Around it was 1,000% during the World Cup.
No, it was a little before. It was a little before. The World Cups put the nail in the coffin. I'll go back through some text. I feel like it was like May time.
Okay.
I feel May. Yeah.
That's being generous.
No, I'll be generous. Just be generous. Why can't we be generous? Yeah, it was May time for sure. May time.
Okay.
April if we're being generous.
That's really that's selfless.
That's $20 to the guy on the corner.
That's selfless.
But Brian Elberg, friend of the show, big Arsenal fan, and he really wanted someone to be in soccer with him, and he got me this jersey. I had lunch with Eric, and he dropped this off. And it was very sweet. And this is the first pink shirt I own. It's popping.
How did he do the reveal?
He did it in the best guy way. He was like, because he told me he had something for me. Then I couldn't see him the other day, and he handed it in like a brown paper bag, like no wrapping, and that's a true guy, Fred,
for sure.
Well, dude, the funny thing, what was so actually, this is very funny, is him and Eric both texted me like, hey, we're debating if you are a large or an extra large. But they were like, we're just debating that in general. And they're such odd guys. I was like, oh yeah, no, for sure. I'm normally a large, but sometimes I'll rock a medium. And they're like, okay, this really settles it for. And I thought nothing of it. He also then like 3 days ago told me that he got me something, and no part of me thought it was a shirt. It didn't even occur to me. They were just like, we were debating your shirt size.
That's really fun. It's also funny imagining that they're in such a heated debate about it. They're like, well, we have to find out.
Yeah, get
now.
to the source.
Yeah.
No, that really did happen. I mean, it made it's crazy I was going to be in the FBI. I mean, I didn't see it coming even remotely.
You never were.
Never. No, I wasn't. I was, it's crazy they let me get to the polygraph.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, how many stages in are you, like, by the time you get to the polygraph? What step is that?
I think it's like the 4th or 5th step.
Okay, so you had 3 interviews and then you hit poly.
So you do you do an application, then they run a background check, then they had an interview, then I think it was the poly. There might have been somebody, but it was at least 4. That's pretty far.
That's pretty far. I will say, I don't know if I wasn't thinking application counted in the.
Oh, okay.
Because then everybody makes it to round 1.
I think everyone makes round 1. Everyone gets round 1.
If we're counting application.
If not, 2, 3, and 4.
All right, so you got your Sunderland jersey.
I got my Sunderland jersey.
We went tucked in, which I will say, like, I actually kind of take it back now that I see it. 'Cause
Yeah.
it does look, at least with these slacks, it looks golf.
They look so golf, which is
Yeah.
not my style.
No.
Well, speaking of pants, bro.
Shout out to Joe.
You got your capris toned up.
Yeah. Yeah, these were, I had pants that, so yeah, you know my pants ripped in a terrible Frisbee accident down at Prospect Park.
Oh, that is right. Wait, can you remind me?
They rip down at the heel. So, like, it's not a classic rip where you think it rips at the ass or the crotch.
Right.
What happened was
right.
someone floated me a Frisbee, and I was running to go get it because obviously I'm not letting that touch the floor.
No.
Not on my watch. And my, like, toe got caught, and I was running so fast that my toe got caught into, like, the inner leg of the pants, and then I just kept.
Wait. Oh, of the other one.
Of the other.
Not.
Yeah.
I thought it came up. I was like, what'd you do? Yeah. I was like, what?
No.
Sure.
Old righty popped into lefty.
Got it. All right.
And then ripped it because I was running so fast.
Hell
kind
yeah.
of like, you know how you ever see when the Flash runs without his suit on and it rips off?
No, I can use my imagination. I've never seen any Flash product.
Okay.
Is that uncommon? How many? Do you think like the average guy's seen Flash stuff?
I'll be honest, I just made that up, but I figured I've never seen anything Flash.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like you at all.
But that probably happens, right? He probably needs to be in the suit. He probably runs too fast and his clothes rip off.
Wait, so you're saying, so we're on landing or takeoff?
Both.
Either way, so he just starts running and the suit comes on. Then when he stops running, the suit comes off.
No, not the suit. I'm saying if he were in his civilian clothes,
Sure.
He wasn't wearing his like body tight skin suit.
Right.
If he was just wearing a Sunderland tee,
and some trousers,
some Dockers,
yeah,
then they would be like he would run so fast that they would rip clean off.
Oh, I get what you're saying. I don't think so. I'm sure they'd hold.
Guys, look it up. Put us in the comments.
Sure.
But he anyway, that's what happened. So it like ripped all the way up to like mid calf.
Yeah.
And I rocked that for a couple days and it looked insane. And
looked very Bushwick. You looked like very like one of those post-apocalyptic
where they try to look homeless.
Exactly.
But their parents pay their rent.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I like just cut them myself. I was like, I'm either going to get these sewed back into pants or I'm going to cut them into capris. And at the time, I wasn't much of a go-getter. And so I didn't want to go out and get them sewed, which is the better option. Keep them pants.
Right.
Actually, though, now I'm glad I have the capris. But I cut them, and they looked like Flintstone pants. You said I looked like, what, the Hobbit?
What's the Hobbit? You did look like Bilbo.
It was jagged and, they're like way past the knee. Like they're capris. And then anyway, I got them. I took them to the... all of a sudden I became a go-getter. And so I had 3 pairs of pants I needed. I had 2 with Oh yeah, this one also had a rip in the crotch. So
Dude, I always get a rip in the crotch.
I know. It's from walking so much.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and then your dick is so big as well.
That's what I was hoping you'd say. You stud.
But
that's what we have in common.
Yeah. Well, so they whatever. I took, and then I spent way more money than I care to admit on getting these pants turned into, when I should have just thrown them out and got new pants. I spent $75 on these fucking shitty, ratty fucking old pants that I really...
But it was 3 pairs. It wasn't 75 on just capris.
Yeah, no. But these were 40.
Yeah. They're clean, though. You look, they're better than The Hobbit.
Yeah.
The Hobbit was a funny look.
Yeah.
That made me smile.
I love making you smile.
Thanks, baby.
Okay, so... dude, fucking, let's talk about the show, right?
Yeah. No, nobody wants to know about that. No one wants to know that silly story.
So, guys, Goon to a Goblin. I feel like because we're filming, I keep, when we weren't filming, when we were just doing audio, you and I would talk to each other.
Right.
And I feel like now I'm so aware of the video. I keep being
no,
guys.
It's definitely. We'll get used to it.
We're going to get back into the swing of things. I think next time we're going to spin that viewer around. I don't want to look at that thing.
I mean, I could do it right now. Should I get up
and
flip it?
Go ahead and
all right.
Flip it.
So we've been staring at each. Yeah, you're totally right about the tuck. Let me know what you think in the comments. That's obviously not it.
Oh, that's so much better. That actually genuinely, I feel a weight lifted off of me.
Good. That's all. That's what I want. I want us to feel weightless and fly. And fly. Yeah, the pants, the tuck that's not it. I never tuck though. I don't even know. I don't know why. Because I trust you. That's why. But
well, I just wanted to try it.
No,
it was just something to try.
Do you ever tuck? I mean, your belt's a tie.
My belt. I cannot until
do you ever? Well, your belt's a tie.
Yeah, until I get a real belt, I'm not tucking. I honestly think the last time I tucked was the fucking wedding that I went to.
That would be so funny though, to tuck with a belt, with a tie as a belt, because then that's a fashion statement. There's no other way to interpret that, because no one's going. He's tucking.
It's like I'm formal, but I'm also homeless.
Yeah. with the Hobbit pants.
It's like okay, it's business on top, soup kitchen on bottom.
Business in the middle.
Yeah.
Business in the middle. Anyway,
it's kind of business.
Oh, Goon to a Goblin, man. Craziest show I think I've ever been a part of.
That was so fucking sick. We had yeah, we were supposed to have one surprise guest. Anyway, okay, I guess to start, it was kind of a stressful day.
Kind of. That was the most stressful day we've had forever.
Yeah. It was because
let's tell it real.
Raining on and off.
Oh.
Joseph, listener of the pod, comes into town, and he comes in way earlier than I expected. I was in the middle of doing laundry, and he's like, "I'm here," with his 2 bags. The sun will come out tomorrow.
Right.
And
well, I could hear you guys, and then I clicked because I could hear you. I was like, "Why is David up now?" And it was just
I shouldn't have been.
No, yeah.
I should have been resting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was doing and then Joe's like, "I'm fucking starving. I need to eat something now." And I didn't have any food in the house because, I was usually do my shopping on Thursday, and then it was a Thursday. I didn't go to work that day. So I, had no food in the house. And so I took him. First, we went to that, sort of tiny health food market, right on the corner of Graham and Jackson. And then we went to Meat Hook to get his sausages. And so it was the 2 most expensive places I could have taken him.
For
so
sure.
he was like, "Oh my God, New York." He gets here and immediately I'm having him spend $45.
I saw the Meat Hook bread. There was that. You guys had that fresh baked.
She-Wolf.
Oh, that was She-Wolf? Okay.
Yeah. But they sell She-Wolf at.
Gotcha.
Meat Hook. Meat Hook was a big part of that day, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because then
I didn't realize that. Yes.
Because also, sort of, a premonition. That's a Raven moment. I'm I noticed they're setting up, and I'm going, oh, they're doing the collaboration thing. Which Meat Hook is a butcher shop where they do these things where they will do a collab with a trendy restaurant, where the trendy restaurant will come and grill with Meat Hook's meat.
Right.
And then it's a Williamsburg local's delight. Like it's the longest line they can ever imagine waiting in, which is their favorite thing to do.
Right.
Is wait in line for a trendy food item.
With another trendy restaurant.
Yeah.
But it is very important for the story to know that it is a block and a half from where we live.
Yeah.
It is very close by.
And I say to Joe, I'm like, oh yeah, this is today. Maybe I'll go over there and see if we can like get some people to come to the show.
Right.
I literally say that.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then anyway, I'm making Joe breakfast. And I'm kind of like, I'm thinking about the show. But also, so then my friend Chris, he was supposed to draw a sign for us on these chalkboards, which we got, which
Right.
you got actually.
Right.
You went to
Craigslist.
You went on Craigslist and you found a chalkboard online, which the photos did not do it justice on how big this thing
It's
is.
massive. I mean, it is like a full public school, like from the 90s, like centerpiece. I mean, it was totally free.
Yeah.
The guy got it. He got it from like a public school in the 90s. And I was like, oh, what'd you do with it? And he was like, oh, my kids just love playing with it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
awesome. It's so cool.
Yes.
And I got that pretty much as soon as the last show ended. I was like, oh, this would be a fun thing to have. I was like, that'd be a kind of... But the original idea behind it was like we would just put it outside as a sign with like people's Instagrams and whatever and all that. But
Yeah.
it was so big, we were like, oh, we could use this as like a background or a backdrop or something.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, it was too big to put on the sidewalk. Although we could have
It would
done
have
it.
been cool.
It would have been a billboard.
It would have. It is a billboard. Yeah, it would have been a billboard.
Yes. And so anyway, we decided like it's so big, like let's have someone draw on it. And my friend Chris is an artist, and he was in town, and he was like, I'll come on Tuesday, and then he's like, I'll be there Wednesday. And then Wednesday comes around, he's like, I'll be there early tomorrow on Thursday, which is the day of the show.
Right.
And I'm still like, what? He's doing this as a favor to us, like whatever.
Right.
And then Thursday morning comes and goes, and like 2:00, he is like, I'll be there in an hour. And at this point, I go, just forget it,
Right.
because like, and not even I'm like, I appreciate it, thank you, but like, I don't want to have to like be like, you know, making sure you're good, making sure Joe's
Right.
good when all this like time, like a lot of
If you-
usually we set up and then you and I go off and do our own and like,
not talk to each other until... If you want to know the most stressed days of David in our lives every year, it is Goon to it. The 5 days a year we do Goon to a Goblin.
yes, because you're worried about your set, you're worried how many people are gonna come, you're worried about setting up all this stuff,
Lighting, sound. I mean, also we introduced so much new sound stuff, making sure all the comics get here, show up, payment, setting up the show, talking to neighbors, clean up, all these things that you wouldn't even think of that you're doing. You're so stressed. And then really the most stressful thing you could possibly throw on top of that is not even rain, potential rain.
Yeah,
Because if it's like it is guaranteed pouring, you can't. So be it.
yeah,
But when it's like, yeah, maybe, because everyone's like, are you canceling? And you want to do everything in your power not to cancel because you have so many things in motion and so many, refunds and rebooking comics. And, now we also feel like we didn't do something and all that. You just don't want to cancel.
yeah,
But the other fact of the matter, if it is raining, we cannot do the show.
yes,
So you're just in this horrible purgatory of how the rest. So you have to treat it like it's going to happen, but you have to keep preparing all these backup plans for it not to happen. And it's also, I mean, it's probably like 85 degrees, but it is humid as heck. Like it is, you're just drenched in sweat. And we also got more chairs for this. We got more chairs than we've ever gotten. We acquired some off Craigslist, found some on the street. We now have 75 chairs.
we weren't sure how they were gonna fit,
How they were going to
And-
set them up.
all that. So like, it was
Also, it's the two of us. It's not like a bigger operation.
and so the last thing like you want to do is like be entertaining your friends during this.
anything.
So I was like, it just felt too close to showtime. And by the way, it's 2:00. Chris says he'll be here in an hour. Chris's hour is like his time works like on that planet in Interstellar.
Right.
When he's on it for 15 minutes, but 30 years pass.
Yeah.
Like Chris is like, Chris's hour is like 3 hours
Right.
reality. And so I asked him straight up. I was like, because I said never mind, and Chris goes, "You're gonna fire me, bro? Really?" And I'm like, "Are you gonna be here in an hour, or a Chris hour?" And then he goes, what even is an hour? And then I don't even answer anymore. I'm like, you're done. I'm done with this. I'm too stressed. You're playing with me.
It's so fun to be like, not be like, what's a Chris hour? But to know that one, but be like, what's an hour?
Well, he knows. I've been with him so many times where his girlfriend is like, where the fuck are you? And he's like, I'm in traffic. And we're like at a park. And he's not planning on leaving anytime soon. He just does that. And so I thought I was getting Chris'd.
Right.
So I didn't answer. And then... like, I'm folding my laundry, or I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing something upstairs, and then I just hear Joseph talking outside, and Chris is walking through the gate. I'm like, this bastard.
Well, yeah.
He just showed up, but he gets stuff done, man. He came down here, and he was nice enough. He brought a pack of beers and threw them in the fridge for us, which was nice. And
did an unbelievable sign. Did it. I mean, I don't even want to use that word lightly. I mean, an unbelievable job.
It turned out, I was like, Chris, this is way sicker than I ever imagined. When he did the fucking microphone as the eye, I was like, you're a genius.
No,
You're an absolute
and
genius.
he's so nonchalant about it. He's like, it ain't no thing.
Yeah. He's like, you like it? Cool.
And also, meanwhile, this is happening. I'm having a horrible family day.
Yeah.
Like, I am going through, I don't even go into it. I'm literally, because of family stuff, was crying on your shoulder in the kitchen, like bawling.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to go for a walk. I go walk. I do a little workout. I get kava. It's the first thing I've had. I'm eating the bowl. I am crying in the kava. I am literally crying in a, if you don't want to, basically a Chipotle, just crying into my bowl, like just having the worst day.
And that adds extra sodium.
Yeah, no, it was a lot. And just, when you're like, not only am I having the worst day, I have to go host a party for what could be 80 people, perform at the, and also fight, like I'm like, I can't believe this day. I come back, I think I tell you, I'm like, by 6 o'clock or whatever, I was like, I'll be ready. Game face will go. But I was having the worst day. You were entertaining and stressed as heck.
Two, I mean, like, I love you guys. 2 of the 3 Stooges, I was entertaining. Chris is just, like, drinking a giant margarita can.
Oh, he took that one.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Good.
He was like, can I have this? And I was like, no one has touched that in 8 years. You can, please. Like, you're the chosen one. It was like he was pulling the sword out of Philosopher's Stone. And so he had that. And then Joe's just high and being like, just doing bits. And I'm like stressed. And Chris is like drawing. And then he'll stop to talk. And I'm like, keep drawing. But I'm like trying to be.
Right. What time would you say this is? 5?
I mean, yeah, like from like 4 to. I mean, while he was drawing it while you were getting kava, so what?
Right.
Yeah, 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
4 or 5.
No, yeah, we're in the rain we're getting texts from comics, we're getting texts from audience members. Is the show happening? Is the show not happening? And the weather keeps saying it's like gonna rain throughout New York, but not really in our area, kind of. And we're like, yeah, it's happening.
Yes.
We're like, yes, it's. But we just recently took all the profits we made from the previous show and bought new sound equipment, new all this stuff, and we wanted to set that up and test it, but we can't set all that stuff up if it's just going to pour rain. You can't, like, we can really only set up the chairs.
Yes.
Before, and there's a lot more. There's speakers, there's the carpet, there's the microphones, there's the camera, there's the lights, there's the sound, and anyway, and then it gets very close to showtime, or it gets so. And also on top of all that, a thing we did different because Jeffrey Asmus originally had to go later, and we wanted it to be darker. Is we had a new showtime. We were like at 8:30, and not everyone got the memo. And so,
no matter how many times, no one reads fucking shit, man. They like I swear to God, and on every flyer, in every email, we sent 4
every
emails,
post, every story we made, every post.
We're like, guys, doors are at 8, not 7:30.
Yeah.
And still at 7:30, people are like, you
and you and
umbrellas.
And we're setting up, like we're still like.
Because it's raining at this point.
Yes.
It is fully raining, and I am so stressed out because...
We set everything up. It starts fully raining. Now we're taking it down.
Yep.
And people then start showing up, and then David is the checking guy and also the sound light guy. And so, like, we're like, oh, I got to go run and check these people in. Also, we got to take all this stuff down. And now people are showing up, and David has to start checking them in. And now I have to restart setting up like the mics and the stand and all that stuff. And then we're like it was a million things.
It starts raining again. I'm like, can we get trash bags?
I'm running around handing people umbrellas. God bless Ryan. We're taking towels, wiping down the chairs. You're checking in people. We're covering all the sound. We're handing out every umbrella I could possibly find. I was giving to audience members because I was like, well, we have to either invite them or what do we cancel the show? Do we not cancel the show? Do we let them into our house? It
was the weirdest level of rain. It wasn't pouring, and that was the thing, dude. So I was stressed. I'm sitting there really stressed to the point where people are like, comics are like coming up to me like, "What's up?" And they usually sort of crowd around and hang by the door, and I'm like, I need you guys to leave me alone. I'm stressed out. Please go in there. Go in the basement. Thank you for coming. Get a beer. Get the fuck away from me.
Well, yeah.
And then Chris comes up to me, and he's already drunk. He had the tall margarita.
Right.
And he's like, bro, why are you stressed?
Well, dude, that was the thing. Outside of Chris, were people wondering why we were stressed? Like, no one wondered if we were stressed. We were disgusted. I mean, we were drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
We looked horrific. Dude.
Yeah.
I mean, we were I had to go into my room like 4 times and take a towel and wipe off my whole face and walk outside. Like, it was... I was like one of those black dudes on the train.
Dude, I was thinking the other day I need a handkerchief.
Dude, absolutely.
Pat dry the forehead.
Absolutely. I see those guys, and I'm like, I always am envious. I'm like, that is the play.
I know.
Oh, it's so gross. And
let's get handkerchiefs.
For real, dude. Some Sandwich Tuesday handkerchiefs. Anyway, that show is happening. So it's happening now, and now we're in the swing of things. Like, people are pulling up. And you and I, we sold... 49 tickets beforehand? The most we've ever sold beforehand.
Yep.
But we still...
How many people are going to show up?
It's raining. It's raining.
And that's what... Okay, so that's what... Sorry, to interrupt, I just want to finish what happens when Chris asks me why I'm stressed. Yeah. Because it's... 30 people have showed up of the 49.
It's not even doors yet.
Not even doors yet. We set up all 75 seats just to see if we could fit them.
Right.
And so it was going to look embarrassing if we had 30 people and 75 seats out. And then so Chris goes, "Why are you stressed?" And I'm like, "Cuz it's raining. I don't know how many people are going to show up." And he's like, "Look, man, they showed up." About the 30 people. And I'm like, in my head I'm like, what if it starts pouring? That was like my biggest worry.
The biggest fear. Oh, the whole time. Yes.
What if it starts pouring and we absolutely can't?
We also have this sick chalkboard design that can't get touched by water, and we have to. What if? The whole time the biggest stress more than anything. What if it starts pouring rain?
Yeah.
Because then we are. I mean, pardon my French. I mean, just fucked. I mean, in every way.
Easy.
My bad.
Please.
My bad. I got a brand to protect. But we're done for. And and Chris. Pardon my French. We're done for.
We are done for. We're finished. Okay.
Fin. Yeah, that's actually that is French actually.
Fin. Yeah.
What was happening? Anyway, so the people are here, like almost an hour before the show even starts, and we also were starting the show 50 minutes late planned.
Then we even like said on the poster. So really, people are an hour and 15 minutes early.
Right. And it's raining, and you and I are. I mean, this is at least a 4-man operation that you and I are doing, two people. And people are coming in. The rain is more or less stopped. We have reset the show. We probably got 50 people here. It's probably about, I don't know, what would you say, 15 minutes to showtime. And, things are looking smooth. Everything's set. I actually went into my room to do one of those towel offs. And I hear from someone, and I go, someone says, "Hey, David's looking for you." And I go up to you, and I mean, you can say what.
Yeah. So when I'm checking people in, our friend Ray, who's going to the show, she goes, They go, "Oh my God, Eric Andre is on the corner of your street." And I'm like, "Where? Where is he?" And I'm like interrogating them, like they're.
Shout out to Ray for making the night.
No, for sure. I am interrogating them, and like. I was already stressed.
Right.
And Ray was like so vague.
Right.
They're like, he's down the street. I'm like, where? Which direction?
Right.
And they're like, he's at some brewery. And I'm like, there's no brewery on this street. Where is he? Is it Meat Hook? And she's like, I don't know. It's like a brewery. And I'm like, there's no brewery. Where is it? And she's they're like, it's down there, and it's like they're like, it's outdoors, and I'm like, outdoors. What are you talking about? And I'm like, pretty sure it's me. I'm like, just get inside. I'm like, go away. And they're like, ah. And so then I'm like, call, get Max. And then I'm also like, hey guys. Like,
yeah. Oh, thank you for coming.
Yeah,
and then there's
for sure.
neighbors walking by checking. You're like, oh, comedy show. It's going to be great.
Yeah. And then I'm like, Max.
Yeah.
And so you pull up, and I'm like,
The opposite
Erica-
of chilling.
yeah.
Neither of us are chilling.
but we both knew. Like, I didn't even have to say anything. I went, Eric Andre is down the street. He's at Meat Hook. And
No.
you're like, right.
Well,
Okay, no, I believe I did say Meat Hook, and you didn't hear it. That's
okay.
what I believe.
All I know is for a fact I did not hear Meat Hook the first time.
Okay.
Said or not said. I mean, maybe I just left so quickly. I did not. Because I knew the mission.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. You just ran.
I completely understood the job.
Yeah.
But I did not hear Meat Hook the first time, so I just run down the corner.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't see. I'm like, there's nobody here. There's no, and I see Steph Brown. She's like, "What are you doing?" Because I look insane.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like looking like the guy on the top of a ship.
Yep.
I was like, "I'm looking for Eric Andre." She was like, "Okay," and walked to the show. And come back, and I go, "I have no idea where he is." And you were like, "He's at Meat Hook," and I went, "Oh, okay." And I turn around, and I go to Meat Hook, and what it is basically. Is that pop-up you were describing, and they have a giant garage next to it, which also, I have no idea what that space is. There's always
That old guy just owns it.
plays solitaire by himself at the
Yes.
card table all the time.
He's a fixture of the neighborhood.
He is. There's this old guy at
Is his name Tony? Like he has
No, Tony's our neighbor, different. He's the one that wears the suspenders.
Michael? What? Like
I don't know his
There's
name.
something anyway.
But he just sits there at a folding table and plays
Solitaire.
solitaire. I was gonna say charades, but I was like, I know that's not right.
That's a tough one-man game. That's a really tough. He's like looking in the mirror. Is it
A rooster?
Yup, I got it again.
You see a
Damn,
man,
I'm good.
You
He's
see a guy in a mirror just like
tallying the.
but for once a month during the summers, or he loans Meat Hook his airplane
space.
hangar. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I walk by, and right sitting at one of the tables closest to the entrance is Eric Andre. It's open. There's no door you go through. It's just Eric Andre with 5 of his friends, and they're all eating ribs. And I was like, oh no, because I mean, I knew what I had to do, but I was like, this goes against every instinct I have. I look insane. Also, I have no pen, no paper. My phone is still here because I consciously left my phone because I knew it was connected to the speakers. Also, and God bless Ray, I was like, it's probably not Eric Andre. Like, just here's, I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I doubt Eric Andre is actually in the. I was like, there's no way this is real. None of this is happening. I'm not gonna see him. I'm not gonna. I can't go searching through this restaurant. Look, there's no way I'm gonna look and see Eric. And there he is. I had my phone connected to the speakers. I was so stressed I didn't think to bring pen and paper or anything like that. And I go, oh wait, this is happening. And I look at him. He looks me in the eyes and looks away. He's like, you clearly want nothing to do with me. And I was like, I go up to him. I go, hey man, big fan. And all his friends are already, they look I felt like I was going up to the cool kid table at high school. Like I was dripping sweat. I felt like a loser. I was like, I'm bothering you. I know I'm bothering you. I know I'm bothering you. No one wants me to be doing this. No one is doing this.
Yeah.
And
everyone else is being chill.
Everyone else is being chill. I look like the least chill person there ever has been. I go, and he goes, thanks, buddy, thanks. And I go, so I have a comedy show. And he's like, all right. And I go, yeah, it's nearby. And he's like, what's the name? And I was like, Goon to, and I'm just like mumbling. I'm like, Goon to a gag. And he's like, Goob to a gob. And I was like, no, Goon to a, he's like, Goon to a gag. And I was like, Goon to a goblin. He's like, oh, Goon to a goblin. And I was like, yeah. And he went, yeah, but what's the venue? And I was like, oh, my house. And he was like, okay. And then I was like, yeah, it starts in like 10 minutes. And that is when it clicked for him what was happening.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's the worst I've articulated. I've said worst pitch of all time.
Yeah.
I gave the worst pitch of all time. And he went, oh. And I was like, we would love for you to do it. And now he's like, this isn't he's not asking for a picture.
Yeah.
He's not asking for an autograph. He's trying to get me on a show a month away. Like, there's a thing happening right now. And I go, we'd love to have you do. And then that was, I think, the moment where he opened up. He was like, okay, I get what's happening now. And then I started giving, I was like, it's going to be packed. We got 70 people. It's going to be sold out. It's just down the block. We'd love to have you. And he went, we'll play it by ear. And his friends went, we'll be there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I couldn't believe that's how it ended. I was so also, I knew everyone at the restaurant's looking at me. Everybody's looking at me. They're all looking at me. They're all eating ribs. I didn't have my phone. I didn't have a pen and paper. I didn't want to be like, let me type the address in your phone. I should have been like, the address is 101 Jackson Street. I said, I said, but I was like, I can't express how much in my head I was like, I have to get out of this restaurant. Also, the show's starting in 5 minutes.
Yes.
I was like, I have to leave this restaurant. Anyway, I walk out. I cut back here. I'm like, I found him. I talked to him, and you were like, did you give him our address? I was like, no. And you were like, what? And I was like, yeah, I know, man. I'm sorry. I don't know. You had to be. It was crazy.
I was like, did you give him the Instagram? You're like, no.
No. Well, I mean, the worst pitch of all time.
I literally was like, how does he know how to get here? And you're like, I guess he doesn't. And then you were like, I got to start the show. I was like, for sure.
I was walking away being like, I biffed that so hard. And you and I were also so stressed, and we were like, we got to start. And also, even before Eric Andre, we had an insane lineup.
Yes.
We had an insane lineup, and we were like, that's all right, whatever.
Because it's funny, because before this, we were worried, is Jeffrey Asimus going to show up?
Yeah.
Who was like our big get. And now we're like, is Eric Andre going to show up?
And anyway, show starts. Jess is hosting, and I'll tell you from my perspective is, I'm watching Nico White just gets on stage. I'm hanging out with Jake Silverman, he used to live here.
Former roommate.
I'm standing there, and he goes, hey, is Eric Andre doing this show? And I was like, what do you mean? And he said, someone just texted me that they saw him listening to his set nearby. And I went, what? And I ran outside. I saw you, and then I saw him and his whole entourage walking towards our house, and I was like, holy shit. I mean, and you and I literally in front of our house, we just stood there and went.
I know, we waved like we saw our 5th grade friend.
Oh, it was so funny. And
because we couldn't help it. I wanted to run up to him and grab his hand and pull him over.
I was like, yo.
And they were just walking. Like, I'm like, run. Come here.
Oh, dude. And yeah, I mean, it was just, you and I think both went like, oh, this is insane. I mean,
yes.
we are just about to pull off one of the coolest comedy shows this year. I mean, in the in
the known universe.
In the known universe, but it's just like, it was, nobody does this. No, like a backyard show with Judah Friedlander, Jeffrey Asmus, Eric Andre, sold out. There's also knowing what we had. I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, and he pulls up, and I guess you can tell the story of how they found the place or whatever. I guess they told you.
Oh,
that.
yeah. So I was talking. So we showed him, and he didn't want to like walk through everybody. He kept being like, I don't want to make a scene, which in my head at first I was like, what? I think it's fine.
Right.
But although definitely when he walked through,
yeah.
Everybody stopped paying attention to Nico, who saw him and was like, yo. But when he first peeked, and then he came out and he went, I'm going to listen to my set. So he was like walking along the sidewalk. What's her face? Mac comes out and she goes, dude, Eric Andre was just in here. And I was like, I know, he's going to do a spot. And she goes, what? And I'm like, sit back down.
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah, sit back down.
Sit back down.
And then she sits down. And then it's me and his friend is like standing there, like watching the show from the wings with me. And I'm like, so how Meat Hook? How was that? She's like, it was really good. And she's like, I eat a lot of spicy stuff. It was spicy. And I'm like, yeah. And in my head, I'm just going, Eric Andre, Eric Andre. This is Eric Andre's Asian friend. And so, then I was like, oh, they're gonna be so excited. And she's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be really cool. This is fun. And then she was saying, I don't know if I asked or whatever, but she was like, yeah, like we had no idea how to get there. And we just decided, like, if we pass it when we're riding city bikes, we'll do it. And so luckily, they picked the city bike rack that's on Jackson Street that you have to pass our house to get to. They could have easily. There's one maybe even closer on Graham.
Yes. I know exactly. Right across from Carmine's, or right near Carmine's. Yeah.
And so it was miraculous. And so they pass it on the way to the city bikes, and then they're like,
"This looks cool.
All right, let's do it."
Yeah.
And so it just was like the odds of everything happening the way it did, of Ray like spotting him,
and the chalkboard signs, the whole the signage, the fact that it was sold out, the rain not. I mean, it was.
The rain stopped like right when the show started and never happened again. And then, we had these. Yeah, we did have 2 smaller chalkboard signs on the sidewalk, which I like literally. We got ticket sales through that. I watched people on the sidewalk scan it and do that shortly after we set it up. Those are a genius idea.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it just, and then Eric comes. So, but you tell Jess, you tell our host.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric Andre's next.
And her reaction is like, what? She was like, what do you? And I was like, no, I know. And she's like, oh, well, that's the other thing is but basically what happens is it's the first time I've ever like had to escort like basically like I run out, I meet him, I take him through the back because he was like, is there a back way to get in this? And I was like, no,
he wanted like literally. He was like, is there like another way?
Like a tunnel.
Yeah, that's literally, he was asking for a tunnel. And we are like, there's no way. And you literally said, no, we don't have a tunnel. And he didn't laugh. He was like, why don't they got a tunnel?
Yeah, that's true. I was like,
his reaction.
I was like, that was pretty good in the present situation.
Yeah.
But I was like, and he also needed to pay, and he was like, no, I'll just hold it. And I was like, but it's basically Nico's doing 10 minutes. At minute 7, I text you to send him over. I walk over and we meet, and I bring him through, and everyone that sees him, which is basically only comics because they're the people that are standing in the back, they all are like, just everyone shuts, like they were already quiet, but they're all just staring. I take him into the good bathroom.
Nice.
I go, here's the bathroom. And he's like, oh, thanks, man. The only other person in the kitchen is Brandon Alamestiano, and his eyes just popped. And he was like, what? And it's just me and him. And then Nico gets the light, and Eric Andre proceeds to take the longest piss in the history. Dude, I didn't tell you that he was pissing for, what? Nico has 2 minutes. He's taking a minute 40 piss, and I can hear him like lathering up his hands, washing. I'm like, you're kidding. And I'm just standing in, and then I hear Nico go, thank you very much. And that's when Eric gets out, and I'm like, follow me. And he's like, can I get a water? I'm like, yeah, man. So I run him down these steps, hand him a water through the mini fridge, walk him right out. And then Jess is like on stage, hey kiddos, this next one's going to be a treat. You might have known him from the Eric Andre show. Give it up for Eric. And I felt like I was the guy behind SNL, like the guy showing the host. I mean, it was, and I took a boomerang, and I came downstairs and just went, oh.
Yeah.
And I walked over to you, and I was like, there's one man I'm celebrating with right now. I was like, that. Well, I mean, we just pulled off the most insane. I mean, that was insane. That was insane. I mean, that was. Everyone, nobody could believe it. No one in they're like, they were like, the Cellar doesn't get Eric on.
Yeah.
New York Comedy Club doesn't get it. They were like, how did your backyard? And that's how. That's how.
That is how it happened. It was so cool seeing everybody's reaction. There were a few moments from that night that were like my favorite moments of the night, and one of them was just Jess being like, so I was filming Jess bringing him on, and she goes, you know him? So there were people like talking while she's bringing on the next comedian, right?
Right.
Like you see it in the video, like girls are like being like, yeah. And then Jess goes, you know him from the Eric Andre show, and then their heads just boom right to the stage. They stop talking, they shut up like they should have been the whole time.
Right.
And are like, and then please welcome Eric Andre, and everyone like loses their mind. One guy looks at his friend and is like, jaw dropped, excited, and everybody can't believe it.
Well, it's also so often in comedies you go, what will happen is you might know him from the Eric Andre show. Give it up for like Scott Rasenberg, who was like an extra in one episode. It's never. Oh, it was crazy, dude. It was
the first time the person was the credit.
Yes. Yeah, it was so.
Like he didn't even. You might know him. He is Eric Andre.
Right.
Please welcome Eric Andre.
Oh,
That's what it could have been.
Oh, it's great. And dude, he went on stage and he took the mic stand and just threw it on the ground, and the place went nuts.
Yeah.
And dude, I went over to you, and you and I were just like, just couldn't believe it. I mean, also, I was talking to Kevin today, and he said how cool it was that Eric Andre not only was on the show, he went second, and like just the energy throughout the rest of the show was ecstasy. Because not only that, we had killer comics throughout. Oh, I see the light blinking red in the TV thing.
That means it's recording.
Oh, okay. Doesn't mean it's dying.
No.
Oh, that's first. Anyway, there's unreal energy. I mean, shout out to Nico White, Sam Frank, Kiwi Weintraub, Michael Good, Judah Friedlander, Jeffrey Ass. I mean, an unreal. Everyone did well. Not a single dud, bomb, tough.
No, yeah.
And really, a shout out to Michael Good for following Eric Andre.
I know.
tough follow, and he did a good job. Like, he absolutely crushed and kept the show going.
Yeah.
And which was because after Eric got out, he went back. He went through our basement. He was back upstairs, and then after that, a bunch of people went to the bathroom. He was just standing in our kitchen. People were getting pictures with him, and he was like, I didn't know how much of a celebrity he was.
Yeah, me neither.
And I mean, really kudos to him, because he would have disrupted. People were asking, they're like, why didn't he hang? And it's like, well, because no one would have watched the show.
Yeah.
Like, he would have, like, everyone would have wanted to talk to Eric. So he took some pictures, said thank you, and then just got out of there. And then while Michael Good is up, where David has the biggest moments of genius that I've ever seen, really, at the show, is we're talking, and Eric, he's putting on his bike helmet, and he was going, and he's like, we're like, thank you for doing that. He's like, oh, thank you guys, that was a lot of fun, or whatever. And then you were like, we filmed that, would you want? And he was like, oh yeah, man, I'd love that. And then you're like, well, how do we get that to you? And then you got his contact info, and I was like, I saw that, I was like, oh, that's David Marco just made a money move. I was like, that right there.
Yeah.
That was genius. I wanted to hug you. I was like, well done. I mean, I wouldn't even have remotely crossed my mind.
Dude,
because then he's not gone.
Now he's not gone.
I was about to wave and be like, that was crazy. And you're like, let's go for more.
Yeah, I mean.
No, that right there, the idea that there's a real possibility that we could have him on again at some other point. I mean, it was or at least reach out to him. At least, I mean, it was.
Yeah, like I need to make a fake email posing as Meat Hook, being like, "We got another event. It's Thursday, September 17th."
And then, dude, just getting to watch Judah Cook, freaking Jeffrey Asmus headline and crushed. I mean, he's so funny.
And I was worried about him because I think he's so incredibly funny. It's like every comic does. But
his fans do.
His fans do, especially. But I was thinking, like, I wonder if
our crowd
can be like a little, like, they don't get irony too often.
Right.
They need it to be like spelled out very clear. But he had, he had the crowd in stitches, as they say.
Right.
He did great. Everybody did great. My favorite moments of the night were seeing everyone's reaction to Eric Andre get brought up, realizing Eric was killing, and then honestly, when Kiwi was doing well,
right? Because
Kiwi, I was like, I wasn't
sure
how I wasn't sure how the crowd would receive him, and he did great. And Joseph, like, he was Joseph's favorite of the night. Joseph likes sort of oddball characters like that. And so it was, and then it was a great moment for Kiwi. He tells that story in the beginning about Eric Andre is the reason why he started doing comedy. So it's like, I was glad we could not only, like, we made that a special night for everybody. It wasn't just a special night for us,
Oh, no, man. I mean, I feel like that's the most we made. I looked back at the photos that we have. I mean, we had 100 people, but when Eric Andre was up, we sold 75 tickets. And every one of those seats was filled minus one. And Eric brought 5 people, and there was way over 20 comics. I mean, we made the night. We made the nights of so many people.
Yeah.
Eric made the nights of so many people. I mean, that show was just, and also we started at 8:45, and because it was like a 2-hour show. Yeah, no, it wasn't like we made our night. I mean, he did make our nights. Yes. But so many people had such an unreal time.
Yep.
And they were like, that was so much fun. And it was, I mean, the most stressed you and I've been in a long time. But it was, and then also, you know, it didn't even really dawn until like after we were talking. I was like, I can't believe you and I did a show with Eric Andre. Like, even to begin with, is like a cool thing. Like, we did stand up later in the evening. You forget you even have to do that.
Well, that's the thing. When it was like you were like, okay, you're next. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Really? And then I was down in the basement, like, I have no idea what I'm about. I didn't think about my set once that day.
No.
I was worried about so many other things, and I actually think it was better that way because
Right.
I was really loose and whatever. But
You did so much. We were both planning on doing 5.
I did double that. I apologize.
No, well, you and I have a rule, not a rule, but a thing of if you don't want to do it, if you want to do 30, I mean, you've earned the right to do as much or as little as you want. And so I was just watching because I was going after. And I was like, I guess he wanted to cook. I was like, all right, let her ride.
Well, literally, I was the way that happened was I thought I might have only 3 minutes.
Right.
So I was like, let me stretch to get to 5, and then I never saw Jess's light, and so I literally, when I looked at my phone and saw I was at 9.5 minutes, I was like, oh, shit. Okay, goodbye.
Because I was of the opinion, for myself, I was like, I'm going to do 5 and leave. Like, I was like, I wanted to, because then I was like, all right, I'm done. Now, then the show, once you've done your set, then you kind of just get to ride the wave more or less. But until that point, but I guess that was kind of the least true for this show because there were so many other things going on that, like you, I didn't think about my set remotely. And I remember I saw Jess come back up the stairs, and I was like, oh, I don't even have to wait for her to light. If I see her now, I could be done. And she lit me, and I think I did like 20 seconds more, and I was like, I hope you guys like Asmus.
Yeah.
It was, whew.
So that was pretty much the night.
That was the night. The longest show in Goon history.
Yep.
The craziest show.
Most people there.
Most people there.
It was awesome. One of my favorite nights ever in New York.
Yeah. That was a New York night. I mean, that was
a real official New York night.
I was so proud of you for keeping it together. I was so proud of me for keeping it together. I've said it so much, but that right there is so much not a 2-man operation. When it is that full, that is like we got to have someone seating. We got to have someone down here. I mean, there's so many places.
Yeah.
There's like 5 rooms we're trying to manage.
It's crazy.
It was crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
But it
Thank you to everyone that comes. Thank you to everyone that support. I mean, it is we stress and bitch, but it is. I mean, like it was one of my favorite nights I've had in New York. Like you said, it was
nothing
really,
worth it is easy, Max.
No, it was very. It was ridiculous. The only word for that is ridiculous. I mean, that lineup right there is insane.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So that's the story. If you're interested.
Man, you know what I'm now realizing, because we just like told such an epic tale that I should have. I wrote down one note to talk about.
Let's talk about it. They'll want to hear it. I want to hear it.
It's so like it's actually really hilarious how
unepic
this is. This is like really, and it's like 2-second sentence.
Even better. This is kind of like your set.
I know, literally. I kept being like, this joke is even worse than the last one. I said that like 3 times during my set. So I was jacking off the other day.
Yeah.
And I came across on Pornhub, there's a channel.
Right.
That was like, there's a guy who like makes reaction videos.
No, I know.
Oh, you've seen this?
No.
Oh. I've never seen this before.
Sure.
A guy who makes reaction videos to like porn. You know how on YouTube it's like people react to stuff? It's like they're small in the corner and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
A guy who does that for porn videos. And I had to click on it.
Right,
I'm
right.
What is this? And it's just him jacking off to it.
Yeah.
That's all. That's his reaction. Every video he kind of has the same reaction. It's that it makes him want to jack off. He pretty much like he's one
because of course it is.
He's one note. He's really one note.
Does he have a lot of following?
I don't know. I didn't.
That's
I didn't.
that's really funny.
But it's funny because you know clicked on one and then now my algorithm's all
No,
messed up. So it thinks I'm a fan of this guy.
I like how the both. I'm sure you were thinking when you told me this. I was like, in my head, I was like, he's watching this, being like, "That's crazy," or "That's," and then of course he's jacking off.
Yeah.
It's it's pornography. Of course, that's the only. What else would he be doing?
That's like, but like I was like, we had the same reaction.
Yeah.
That's how I would have. That's how I would have reacted.
That's how. Oh, good. That's funny. All right, that's a way better ending. That's
There
a good
we
ending.
go.
I like that.
We ended nice. Maybe that's a clip.
That's
Clip it up, David, in the future.
Yeah.
All right. Shit. Hey, well done.
Well done.
You know what? I was gonna say sorry we talked so long about this story, but you know what?
It was
you guys.
interesting.
Here's the thing: you guys are fucking welcome. We're bringing the video back. We're doing episodes weekly again, starting from this week. Which you know, because of that, let's post this next Tuesday, not today.
Sure.
And
starting weekly next week.
Oh wait.
What? No, go.
We saw the Odyssey the next day.
Oh,
too.
we did see the Odyssey.
And that ruled. And then we saw Hank Azaria after.
We did.
It was a weekend of celebrities.
It was a weekend of just sightseeing. We did. Yeah, you clocked Hank pretty good. And then do you want to do our show? Just go up.
Hank, man, you got a little mo in you.
Well, what'd you think of the Odyssey? You said you liked one battle after another better.
I know, which is really funny to just like pick a random movie to compare it to that has nothing to do. It's not like I'm like, oh,
not
Gladiator.
the same director, or same theme, or same. But you're just Well, the thing was, is you and Joseph saw that together. That was
and
the
Joe asked me that question because
Yeah.
that was the last movie we saw in New York together, and that was also it was like that movie was a big deal, and we saw it in this special way also on film in VistaVision,
Sure.
and yada yada, and that one I'll say two, is that.
3, I'll say 4.
That's the name of the episode. Is that
I like that.
people, the audience reaction because one battle after another was so funny.
Right.
Like it felt way more communal. People were like silent in the Odyssey, which is like that's what we were all holding our breath.
Right.
At all those stressful moments. Although there were a few attempts at comedy which did not land in that movie, in the Odyssey.
I don't even. What was an attempt? Do you remember one? They definitely didn't land, but I don't know.
There was like, okay, like this is not exactly what it was. But for example, it was something like, send a man to go get Odysseus, and they're like, you think one man can handle that? And he'll go, all right, send 2. It was like that.
Okay, yeah.
That's not what it was.
Right.
There was something like that.
Where it's like, haha.
Yeah, and just no one laughed.
No one laughed. Yeah.
But and anyway, so that's why Joe was like, "Did you like one battle after another better?" And I was like, "Yeah, I did. I think that movie was better." But also, I'm not as big of a fan of that time period as you are.
Right. Yeah, I'm a big Homer era guy.
Yeah.
Big ancient Greece. Hank, shout out to Hank Azaria. I thought it was. It lived up to everything I thought it would. Like, it looked sick, and it actually looked sick. It wasn't like, CGI crazy. Like you could just tell how real it was. The scenes that really got me is when they were in the horse. That's the one that I felt like I was in the horse. Like the whole them storming Troy. I could feel the time crunch of it, and that kind of felt like how that would happen. Like just watching the guy like stab through the thing, and just them covering up the dude, and like when a guy went insane in there, and them having to kill him, and like people drowning as the tides went, like all that, like again, because in my head it's like. When I thought of it beforehand, like, it's a bunch of guys, they get in the horse, they wheel it over all merrily, and then they hop out, and that's that. But it's like, oh, that must have been an excruciating ordeal to hide in that and all that.
Yeah.
And I guess I hadn't put that thought in it, and watching that, how that would actually take place.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
No, that was my favorite part was the Cyclops stuff.
Yeah.
That was like, that's when I was like, oh shit. This movie fucking kicks ass.
Yeah. The suspense
and everything, and Robert Pattinson did a great job. The only person that I felt like really Well, what I thought was funny about the movie is how no one does the Greek accent.
Not
they
even a
just
little.
all have whatever their accents are.
Right.
And with John Bernthal, it's like especially funny because he's like, "The fuck is up? My name's Tricinomes. I'm from fucking Crete. Dead ass." Like that's like what he was like.
Yeah.
And so
He was very Brooklyn.
yeah,
He was very like, it was really funny.
yeah,
And then Telemachus is just a wuss.
yeah.
Wuss city. Matt Damon crushes it. Matt Damon, absolutely.
Oh yeah, legend,
Friend of the show.
friend of the show. He's on next week.
He's on next week.
Subscribe.
we just all of a sudden have these unreal guys.
Dude, yeah, fucking Matt Damon was at Carmine's. We went up to him and we're like, "Do you want to do the podcast?" And he was like, "Well, where is it?"
Is it Sandwich Tuesday? Where is
Oh.
It's at my house.
Yeah. Okay. And I think that's it, right?
That's it, man. I mean, if God bless all of you. I'm
And
excited to do this. It's good
me
stuff.
too. And to all, a good night.
And to all a good night.